Lord,
But most importantly, a project that was envisioned by you, by the Dominica Youth Environment Organization, but spearheaded mainly by Mr. Luke Parsons of the AusAid, Australian Aid Agency. And we must put our hats off to Luke for doing a fantastic job going to a number of the different schools, ensuring that the message went out to the young persons. And this morning, so far we have 4 boats here, and we want to congratulate also the young persons who volunteered their time from their schoolwork and put their efforts to develop these boats. Hopefully today's activity will be testament to their hard work. At this present time, this Dominica Youth Environment Organization is also looking at potential members, and we see here we have over 100 young persons. So we're also encouraging you, if that is your calling, if you feel that you want to contribute to Dominica's environment, that you can seek out one of the members of the organization here this morning, Luke, as well as some of the others in the corner over there, that they can also show your interest in terms of becoming a member of the organization. Well, today's activity is not about the speeches, it's actually about the boat race. So I'll let you know exactly what we're looking for today, in terms of what exactly the judges will be looking at. First and foremost, we are looking at the creativity of the boats, of the design, the innovative use of the recycled materials, because it's all about reusing of the plastic material, the floatability of the boat, so we're gonna put as much persons on the boats as possible and see how much each one holds before it sinks. Hopefully we won't sink anybody. Hopefully, I said. And also we're going to have a race. We're going to make it as exciting as possible and try to involve as much persons, not only those in the boat, but those around the boat. So persons from the different schools can assist the racers in the actual race itself. But I don't want to stay too long. It's not about the speeches, like I said. It's about actually ensuring that the young people have a fun time and understanding need also for waste management, understanding need for us as Dominicans to manage our plastic waste and manage all our waste, in fact. So as we go for today from onwards, please bring back this message to your parents, to your communities, to your schools, that it is important for us as Dominicans to manage our waste properly. With that said, thank you very much.
Organization. I think this is a very significant initiative you are spearheading, and especially on World Environmental Day. As a former conservationist myself, having worked with the Forestry Division and also the Fisheries Division for roughly 20 years, I have had the opportunity to work with numerous schools and look at the need for environmental protection, environmental awareness. And what we have done in Benjo CMOS over the years is that we have spearheaded one of Dominica's most significant recycling initiative. And what I want to speak to you about is the glass recycling initiative. We know that glass is not biodegradable. And we find that also glass is in the environment. Sometimes the glass, when the sun reflects on the glass, you sometimes have a lot of the bushfires around. It also caught a lot of persons when they're walking around the places. Also, it also harbor mosquitoes, especially the Aedes aegypti mosquitoes that causes dengue fever. What we did roughly 5 years ago, we initiated a program where absolutely all the glass, all the bottles that come to Dominica, that are imported to Dominica, we don't manufacture glass in Dominica, they are collected, crushed, containerized, and exported through a joint initiative with the Dominica Solid Waste and Benjo CMOS and Agro Processing. At this moment, we have a container that we are preparing to maybe export next week. We just exported 2 containers within the past 2 weeks. So we can say for the glass has been taken care of. We are also working with some other organization to look at the bottles too, that we do not have any plastic bottles in the environment. I look forward to the day when in Dominica we will not have to deal with so many bottles in our environment. But I want to congratulate you on this initiative, and I just came to drop my daughter, and I was asked to give this small presentation. I must say that I am very impressed with your innovation. But had you spoken to me, I could have helped you. So maybe next time, when you are doing a project like this, call me. Maybe I would have liked to see a catamaran, which is a different type of boat. But I think this is a good effort, and I think next year when you're doing it again, I also want to thank the sponsors. Maybe you should speak to me. We can have maybe about 5 different types of boats. I see you have at least maybe 3 today, so that's good. Anyhow, congratulations, and I wish you the most success in what you're doing.
Thank you, Terry. First of all, let me say congratulations to the organizers of this activity, the Dominica Youth Environment Organization Inc., in collaboration with the Youth Environment Service Corp, and the Youth Development Division. Let me say how proud I am by what I've seen so far with the exhibitions you have here on display. The boats are very, very, very creative. I just hope that all of them will be able to float, and that's something that we'll all see and I will be anxious to see in a short while. In relation to the youth involvement, I want to say I am one of the advocates that pushing that we have youth involved in the whole idea of reuse, and this program is reuse and rethinking waste. And I must say thanks to the effort of people like Terry Raymond and Luke Parsons. You have been instrumental in making this day possible. To the other teachers and students, I want to tell you congratulations as well, and to encourage you not only to be creative with what you do with the waste, but to be conscious of the effects that they are having on our environment by indiscriminate dumping and littering. So we are not here just on a show, but we are here really to create really awareness that the pollution is really having an effect on our marine life and our environmental life. So to the students, what you have to do is to pass this message on to your peers that we need to protect our environment, and as we say most of the time, our environment is really our responsibility. Mr. Robbins spoke about the program we have with the glass bottle. Let me assure you as well that we are putting in place a program for the plastic bottles. We are already in possession of a plant that will be able to crush the plastic bottle, where we can bag it and ship it overseas. We do not really engage in too much of recycling per se in Dominica, but what we do, we are part of the process of recycling, where we collect, we transport, we treat the waste, and we export it out so that it can be recycled into new products, maybe overseas, and so on. So, without taking too much of your time, let me say thanks to all the organizers and assure you that you have the full support of the Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation in any of these endeavors that you do. And let me encourage you to keep on practicing to protect your environment. Thank you.
Another aspect is that this Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation, for those who, the boats, we are going to keep them and we're going to be displaying them at a certain site at the Solid Waste Management Corporation, so that persons, we can still show what your boat have, what the boats look like after we finish with them. So we want to thank the Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation for agreeing to participate and to also collecting the boats after.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks a lot for your attendance. I'd like to welcome everyone here to the event today. And I'll talk a little bit about the judging criteria, but I also wanted to make a few remarks about why we're running this project and what we're hoping to achieve from it. Obviously, there's a fun element, and there's a lot of there'll be a lot of activity when we take the boats out on the water. But what's been really important about the event is to understand what we do with waste and how we think of waste. What you guys have all designed here today is something that was made entirely or nearly 100% from recyclable materials and waste products. Now, these waste products would normally end up in the landfill or normally end up in our environment, particularly our marine environment. So I think it's no coincidence that these are plastic bottle boats that highlight the impacts of waste on the environment, and particularly in our marine environment. So I want us to remember that serious side to the project as well, that this is about better understanding waste and better understanding how we use waste, and thinking about how we can reuse waste in more creative ways. Just running through the judging criteria for today's event, it's broken into 4 sections, with the majority of the points being awarded based on the creativity of design, the innovative use of recycled materials, and its floatability, because each of those are worth 30%. Looks like we've got a mammoth boat. This might be the catamaran that we were talking about earlier. Okay, success. So as I said, the judging criteria is broken into 4 sections. We've got creativity of design, that's worth 30%. We've got innovative use of recycled materials, also worth 30%. The floatability of each design is worth 30%. And the boat race will be out of 10%. So as we have 5 boats, hopefully we'll have our 6th boat here. First place will receive 10 points. Second place, 8 points. Third place, 6 points. Fourth place, 4 points. Fifth and 6th place will receive 2 points. So the majority of the points that you will get is in the design and in the floatability of your boat. The boat race will be like bonus points just to add to your total. So I think that's all we need to know with the judging criteria. We'll introduce the judges in a little bit and get them to start doing the non-race related judging, and we'll take them from there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Of Piacha Secondary School. It was made using bottles that was found by the bayside. Each bundle is made up of 4 bottles tied with rope, and a bundle is passed through a piece of bamboo that is connected to the frame of the boat. The frame was built using recycled wood that was obtained from the woodwork area, and the bottles inside the boat is made up of single bottles tied to the frame and held in place by rope and a fishing net that was found by the seaside of the boat. Also, there is recycled plastic around the edge and the bottom of the boat to prevent water from seeping in.
What's the purpose of the bottle inside?
Well, what that inside is just so that it can be a little higher so the children can sit on it and it can protect water.
Yeah. Wait, let me
We went to each classes and we collected plastic bottles, and then every first day during the week we came together as a group and we washed all the bottles, put them together and we took out the wrapper and washed the covers, and then we took some together and tied to the bamboo and made them into, and then put the net over it to tie it together. We cut pieces of bamboo to put on the sides, and we made the panels and we used a surface, so you can see.
Where did you acquire the net from? Where did you acquire the net from? Where did you acquire the net from? Okay.
Well, as I can say, we had the Roseau kind of program, and when we made this boat first, we had to go to Granby and get bottles, collect the bottles, and after that we went to somewhere lower down water to collect the bands and whatnot. And we had to tie them up in little rocks, and through that, using binding wire, as you can see, right there we have the binding wire and we have the crossbow, so we can make it fit properly. And we use the 3 different racks of buckles, so it will be stabilized properly and up to winner service. Yeah, and also right underneath here we have little beams at the bottom too, so to keep it tight and stable.
We started off our boat by collecting soda bottles from our school every break time. We bundled our bottles by tying it with fishing nets and onion bags. Our base of the boat was constructed using pallets from the Harris pens, and it was modified into the base. We attached the bundles to the base by using ropes, and our flag was made with package bags and casing. And our paddles were made from coconut. Actually, our second boat, our first boat wasn't as planned, so we did it one day. And at first we started with just the center, but then it wasn't as stable, so we added support beam for balancing and balance. And we did it on our own. And we got help through Common High School and Youth Division. They donated some bottles and transportation done by a few parents. So we did it on our own. Yeah.
Designed for how many persons?
Well, maximum we were thinking 4 people. Yeah, 4 people, but two just for the competition.
Delroy, shake it. Shake it, Delroy. Pow, Del. Lydia, give me a bow then, Lydia. Who? Lydia, you talking to? Lydia. Lydia. One bow, Del. One bow, Del.
Use this sun, man. Push that.
Ready?
One time down. One time down.
How are you feeling now after the race now?
I'm feeling bad, but I'm feeling good. You check and see.
Man, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Goldilocks.
My egg burst.
Burn out.
Egg burst.
3, 2, 1, go! Row, row!
I think this raises really good awareness of the importance of cleaning up, not littering, taking care of our environment. Our beach looks really good now with no bottles on it. All the bottles are tied up in boats. It's a really good day out. It's really good for all the people to get together, make a boat, do something, a project that's really important for the environment, for Dominica, for taking care of everything around us. I think Dominica, the Nature Isle, is the most beautiful country in the world, and everyone should work to keep it that way.
What are you doing, Terry? Huh? What are you doing? Bye.
Pulling this boat was hard. My name is Delroy Williams and I'm the chairman of the DYEO, one of the organizers for today's activity. I think it was a very successful activity. We got 5 schools participating, hundreds of persons out there taking part in this waste management recycling project. It brought together young persons to show their innovativeness and their creativity, and it augurs well for the future as we develop a more waste-conscious community, a more waste-conscious country, and we hope that young persons will continue to contribute towards waste management in Dominica, more specifically recycling and reusing of waste products.
Welcome to the boat race with a difference here today at Miro. We've been working with secondary schools across Dominica, the State College, Youth Development Division's Agana program, to get them all rethinking waste. So what we've done, we've designed a bunch of boats here. Each school or group has participated. They've built their own boat made of recycled materials. So we've come to Miro to celebrate the activity and the event, get them racing their boats, have a bit of fun, but on the serious side we're about rethinking waste, thinking about how we can do things differently with what people think of as waste products. We've taken plastic bottles, we've transformed them into boats. So think about what waste stuff you have and think about whether you can give it a new life. And make a commitment to yourself, to your family, to your friends about what you're going to do about waste management. How you're going to stop throwing rubbish on the beach, on the road, you know. Think about what steps you can take to how you can make a difference. Thanks.
You?
Okay. Our first prize. Third place with an average of 72.6 goes to, they'll be receiving a plaque and a gift voucher to go buy Perky's to get a pizza. Okay, that's a large pizza. And the third prize goes to the Youth Division Agana program.
Go Ale.
What's up? Let's give a round of applause to the Agana program.
Yeah, man. Boom, bam. Come on,
And this prize are redeemable in September. In second place, with a total of 75.6, an average of 75.6,
Receiving a plaque compliments the sign man. The plaque says the Dominica Youth Environment Organization Inc. in collaboration with the Youth Environment Service Corps presents Creative Refuse Rethink Waste World Environment Day 2013. Second place, sponsored by the sign man. The second place winner will be getting a kayaking trip on the freshwater lake, paid, transportation paid, plus the venue is paid. Okay, that comes to a total of about close to $900 and something. Okay, so the second place goes to the Dominica Grammar School. Somebody can receive the plan? As I said, this price I will give in September, new school year. I'm so happy there's no glass bottle or anything there, so people don't have to throw no bottles behind me. I know some people think they're going to win. Okay? In first place, with all expenses paid, trip, compliments, champagne dive, and snorkel. Dive and snorkel and reef. Champagne, reef and snorkel. Reef, dive and snorkel. Okay? The first place gets a full complement. Their transportation is paid and their snorkeling trip is also being paid, which is again a total of over $1,200. With a total of average of 82.4. First place goes to... They're not there, man. Okay, first place goes to the Pierre Charles Secondary School.
Thank you all, and I'd like to thank all of the schools, the State College, the Agana program for coming out today and participating. It's been a pleasure working with you all. You've all created marvelous boats, and it's certainly something that we can work on again for next year. Thank you very much for being such wonderful hosts in Dominica. My fiance Hannah and I are leaving on Tuesday, and we've had a wonderful time here, and it's a large part due to the welcoming nature of Dominica. So thank you very much, and all the best for the future.
Woo, woo, woo. Okay, good afternoon everybody.
Good afternoon.
All right, let me, yay! Okay, everybody had a good time? All right, we want to say thank you to all the schools, the students first. Don't take this the wrong way, but they were the ones working, so I'm bigging them up first. Students, let me hear you shout. All right, all your hard work came through today, and God bless the weather that we are having, that we were able to come through with all the activities. We want to thank the Youth Environmental Service Corps along with DIO, okay, working hand in hand to put this together. We also want to thank Terry Raymond, of course, and the volunteer Luke Parsons. These two steer the two groups that I mentioned earlier, and they have put in a lot of work into ensuring that the activity came to a success. We also want to thank the persons who came out to give their little presentations, the Director of Solid Waste, Mr. Lawrence. We want to thank also Bradley Guy, and all the judges that came through for us today. We thank you again for participating and helping us with this activity. Okay, once again to our sponsors, the Signman for making the plaques available, and all those who are donating the prizes. We mentioned them earlier. Thank you once again. And one more time, bigging up all the students and teachers that worked hard on the projects. Everybody here was a winner today, despite the numbers that were given. And we want to continue to be winners by practicing the 3 R's. Can anybody remember what the 3 R's are? Anybody remembers what the 3 R's are? All right, reuse. Okay, repeat after me. Reuse, recycle, reduce, and look at it one, he said refuse. All right, so we have 4 R's now.
Yes, this activity today was what we consider to be a tremendous success, where young persons got the opportunity to make boats out of plastic bottles what have been discarded indiscriminately around the country. So they were able to take these plastic bottles and make different kind of rafts. We saw catamaran, we saw some rafts, we saw different types of designs. They have done this in an effort to show that, hey, we have too much bottles that are disposed of badly. So one of the activities come out of this is that young people realize that we need to learn how to dispose of our garbage properly. They come up with a lot of creative ideas. We had persons from the Dominican Solid Waste Management Corporation here speaking with us today who want to take the boats now to put on a display at the solid waste. We also had from the ECU, the Environmental Coordinating Unit, the youth division was represented. The youth officer for the area was also here. So we had a number of persons who came here to actually see what was happening. And as the president, as the chairman of the Dominica Youth Environment Organization has said, this was a great success and is one that we probably should be looking at doing again in the future. So once again, I want to congratulate all the different schools that participated and to encourage the other schools that, hey, we need to do other things to get our young people not only enthused about different things, but look at a new creative way in which we teach them. One, they're learning about reuse, reduce and recycle. They're also learning how to have fun in terms of cleaning up the environment.
My name is Maya Manis and I'm from Dominica State College, and I took part in the recyclable plastic boat competition, and the event was fun. Me and my friends had a lot of fun putting the boats together, and we wouldn't mind coming back if there's another event next year.
I am Shanda Cabon from the St. Martin Secondary School, and I am an assistant on the Environmental Club of St. Martin Secondary School. This year we participated in the event for the boat building using recyclable materials, and I think it's a good event. It kind of gets the students sensitized on the recycling of the materials and protecting the environment, because they're the ones who are going to benefit from that later on. So it's a good initiative altogether. The girls came together and they worked on their boat every Thursday, built it with bamboo and some plastic bottles and wrapped it in fishing nets and tied it with rope. So it was a very good experience for them. It got them to come together to bond and to work together.
Salmones from the PHR Secondary School. I believe this event is very wonderful because it teaches the children or the different people around us also that we can recycle many things that we have around us, including the bottles, nets, and other plastic items that we find around us, using different things like probably waste material, wood and bamboos, etc.
Okay, hello, I'm from the PHR Secondary School. My name is Simon Jolly. This activity is really exciting and I think our school is going to win.